Nightfoxx here, bringing you a brand new series that I want to call Tech Tuesday. In this series, I will be showing you all how I record and do all things YouTube and gaming related. As many of you may know, outside of YouTube, I work in the IT industry and I've picked up some tricks of the trade over the years, and I want to share as much as I can with you all. I think the best way for me to help you is to have you guys comment down below some of the things that you've needed help with on, and I'll try to take a look at them and I'll try to come up with some how-tos. But for today, to kick off this series, I will be doing a gaming setup video. So let's go ahead and get started. I just need to hop in my portal here and we will go off to a very special place. Alright guys, well this is a bit different. As you can see here, we are on my desktop computer actually, and I want to kick this off with showing you some of the softwares that I use to do the YouTube and everything else gaming related. So let's go ahead and get started. If you look off to my right here, you'll see a list of all the programs that I use. I've kind of already organized them for us. We'll start off with the Adobes. I've got Adobe Premiere Elements 13 and Adobe Photoshop Elements 13, both that I use for both video editing and for my thumbnails. I've also used Photoshop for my channel banner and my profile pictures and stuff like that. So that's what I've used Adobe for. I've got Minecraft, of course, that we use to play Minecraft on PC, which is awesome. Highly recommend it for those that don't have it. I've got Minimator that actually allows me to animate my skin, to do some fun things, fancy things, which I'm sure you've seen in some of my thumbnails. Mainly Nightfoxx uses that because she knows it a lot better than I do. So I do thank her for that. Also, we've got Horizon that we use to download and upload the maps that we get from you guys, that you guys like to send me. I download them, I take a look at them, and we play on them when we can. So that's what we use for that. I've got the XSplit, the OBS, and the Elgato game capture software next up in the corner over in this area, right up here. Let me just, there we go, right in here. And that's what I use to do all of my streaming. Now each one's a little bit different, and I will maybe make another video to show you the differences between each one and how you can find out what best suits your needs. So I also use the game capture software to obviously record the Xbox and stuff like that. But when I'm on PC, I use Fraps to record all of my PC video, and it does up to 60 frames per second, I believe. It's actually really cool. I really like it. Really highly recommend it. But I think the XSplit and OBS software will do for those that don't necessarily want to pay for anything. You just might have to deal with ads and stuff. So we also, moving down, we have the MP3 Skype recorder that we use to actually download, or to underneath that we have the MP3 Skype recorder that we actually use to record all of our Skype conversations. That works great whenever we're doing dual commentary. It keeps me from having to save a whole bunch of different Audacity files and then put them all in a video, which I have done in the past, but I don't do it very often. We use the MP3 Skype recorder to do dual commentary. But moving down from that, we also have Audacity that I use for all my single commentary. It's a great tool. I highly recommend it. Definitely for all of your audio recording needs. You can do a lot of different effects, and maybe we can do a video on that. I do need to do a little bit more learning on some things because there's a lot of effects to go through. Alright, so moving on. Anyway, we've got the Nbt Editor, which is a tool that allows me to modify worlds. I got that from O'Prize LP. Great guy, great program, highly recommend it. A bit confusing to kind of maneuver through, but after a bit of practice you can do a lot of different things with. And then off to the side, down below, we've got the Norton, which is my antivirus. We've got the CC Cleaner, which allows me to keep my computer nice and clean. And then we've got the Skype, iTunes, Spotify. The Spotify and iTunes allow me to listen to music while I'm doing the worlds, building them and stuff like that. Just kind of keep the vibe right. And we've got Microsoft Word that I use for all of my YouTube descriptions as well as other things. And then off to the left, or off to the right here, my left, your right. We've got all of my folders that I've got all of my Xbox screenshots, my thumbnails, my recording audios, my videos, all that stuff over there. Things to come. I'm not going to show you that because that's a secret. Shh. Alright, so that's pretty much all there is for the computer software portion. Let's see, how am I going to show you guys real life? Oh wait, I know. Hey guys, it's the real Nightfox here. I guess this is kind of my face reveal. I don't know, I did another face reveal in another episode, but you didn't really see my face too much. This is my all divided attention. Hello YouTube face reveal. Hey guys, how you doing? But this is not what this is about. Obviously, we're going to continue on with the hardware portion of my gaming setup video. So you're not going to see much of this beautimous face. You're going to see kind of pretty much how I do things. Starting off, we are in my bedroom, which is kind of weird, but it's where my office is, unfortunately. We just kind of had to make things work. But let's go ahead and I'm going to take the camera that I'm using right now, which is my Nikon DSLR D32 100 camera. It works great. It does 1080p, which is probably why I'm going to be using that from all of my facecam videos and not my webcam. So let's go ahead and take this. I'm going to take you guys. We're going to take you on a little journey. Let's just grab you, turn you around, and we're going to start off with my laptop here. And the laptop I have is an HP Envy 17. It is a touchscreen. I can pull up things pretty easily, like the Minecraft. We're gonna pull up the Minecraft and play some games. Not really, we're not gonna play games. Whoa, we got kind of blur there. There we go. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, it does do the touchscreen. It also has the leap motion, which allows you to do witchcraft things to where you don't even have to touch anything at all. But it doesn't work great, and it's not even really worth showing you, so I'm not gonna do that. It is an i7 processor. It does have 16 gigs of RAM in it, and I think it's a 1 terabyte hard drive. I do wish I had a solid state, and I do wish I had a dedicated graphics card, but I don't. So yeah, that's just something we got to deal with. But moving on from there, as you can see, it is a dual monitor setup, which works great for when I do live streams. I can do live streams and pull up the YouTube and pull up here and see all you lovely people commenting on the live stream up here, and I could be playing Minecraft down here. Or if I'm doing an Xbox live stream, I can just back up and I'll show you guys my 32-inch Samsung LCD TV that I have here, and that's basically allows me to play the Xbox and also listen to the stream, and I can do bleep boop things down here. So it's kind of like a triple monitor setup. It works great. I love it. Up here above it, I've got the Xbox 360, which is the S version. It's a 250 gig version. I've got the Kinect, but I don't really use it. I've also got a few games here. Nothing really that I play too much. I do have Black Ops, which I play sometimes. It's the second one. I do need to get the third one. I've got Sims 4 for the PC. Don't play it very much either, but I do have it, so if we do decide to do a Let's Play on it, I can. And I've also got Rocksmith, and we are zooming out again. There we go. And that's a great game for those that want to learn to play the guitar. You actually hook up a real guitar into the Xbox, and then you rock out like crazy, people. It's crazy awesome. I maybe will show you one day if copyright doesn't get me. But over here I've got the Turtlebeach X32 headset, which I use for all of my gaming needs. Allows me to talk to you guys. PD Penguin takes it a lot, so I don't really have it that much these days. And then down here I've got the HD60 Elgato, which I use to do all of my game capture stuff. It works great. The only kicker is if you want to use that, you have to have an i5 or greater processor, or it won't really run all that well. So this is my desk. It's kind of messy, but it works for me. Obviously I've got my controllers over here. I've got my DirecTV thing right here for when I do decide to watch TV, which isn't that often because I'm having to spend all my time doing YouTube. Just joking. I've got a Porsche 3 terabyte external hard drive, which is actually fireproof, so if there's a fire in the house, I've got all my information saved. And over here I've got just a little basic mouse, which is an anywhere mouse. I can throw it on anything like the bed and it'll still do things. It works great. But it's not nothing fancy. It works for me. I'm not a PC gamer, so I don't have all that crazy stuff. But let's move on. I've also got a Logitech G930 headset, and this is what I use to do all of my audio recording. It works great because I can put it on. Here, I'll switch around. I can put it on, and I can actually go all around the house. I can go cook. I can be cooking and doing things. I don't have to be tied to my computer. What I use to do the computer, actually, there's this little stick here that my headset communicates with, and it allows me to kind of be free. I don't have to be right there next to a microphone. The only kicker is it does have a little bit of a white noise, and so I will still be upgrading to a Rode NT1 mic, I believe. I'll put a link down in the description for that, and as well as pretty much all the other software that I have and hardware. That way you guys can maybe I don't know, record with it and maybe try it out for yourself. So that's pretty much all I can think of for this area. I do have a stereo that I use that has all my game audio coming through. As you can see, I've got speakers up there. I've got floor speakers down here. But that's pretty much it. That's the workstation, guys. That's where I hang out at. That's where I do all my recordings, where I sit and stuff. But let's go ahead and go into another room here. What we're going to do, I'm going to take you to another place that I do recordings, and that's on my Xbox One, which I don't do too much, obviously. But as you can see, I do have the Xbox One here. It's a 60-inch TV. It's a Vizio LED TV. I can do things. It's got the Kinect on here. I can say like, Xbox watch TV. Xbox watch TV. And it'll allow me to go to TV and stuff like that. I can do things. I've got the Kinect where I can move my hand and such. It's pretty cool. Xbox go home. Xbox go home. So yeah, but that allows me to do that. Stop listening. Stop listening. So that's what that allows me to do. I've got a few games on there. The main one is down here. It's Dragon Age, which I don't really play all that much, again, because I play Minecraft most of the time. Also down here I do have a PS3, which I use to do other video games and stuff, which I don't really get on much either because, well, Minecraft's where it's at, guys. It's what we spend most of our time on. I've got the sound system here. I've got the DirecTV main hub here, which allows me to yeah, we don't care about that anyway, but that's going to be pretty much it. We do have a couple of controllers over here so we can have charge stations and stuff. I think that's pretty much it though. There's not really much else that I can show you. If I did leave something out, just let me know. Maybe I could show you some other time. I do have a Wii U and another Xbox 360 in my son's room, but I won't be showing you that because that's in his room and I don't know what the condition of that room is. It's probably pretty clean, but I don't want to walk in and find something that I don't want to see. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the face review. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But yeah, if you do have any questions or comments down below on things that you want to see on this series in the future, please just let me know. I'll try to get to all of them, at least as much as I can, and help you out as much as I can. So yeah, until then, guys, stay foxy, everybody, and I'll see you all later. Bye!